everybody! Yay! Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yay! You guys can hear me. Good. Welcome, everyone. Look at that. We got 22 viewers. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. Hello, Sandra, Laurel, Genevieve. First timer here. This is cool. Welcome to our amazing family. We get together here every single Tuesday night at 8:30 Eastern Time. My name's Anick Gervais, and I'm a star director, and I've been doing Scentsy for about a year and 5 months. Camille, bonjour. Kathy, Chantal. This is so cool. I love seeing you guys. Kay, Crystal, Anick, Jamie, Heather, Patricia, Chantal, Kelly, Julie, Tammy. Oh my God, we got so many people. Okay. If you did not sign into this Spreecast, you will notice that you look like a little alien and you can't comment. So next time, or you can log out right now, and when you go and you click back on the link, you could just log in and you just click on Facebook and it will just log in as your Facebook details. So this way then you could chat with us. If you don't mind not chatting, hello Lisa, Tammy, you guys don't worry about it, but I'm just letting you know that's why you can't chat. If you are on an iPhone or an iPad, you're going to have to scroll down, and at the bottom, the chat is there. Hello, Louise. Julie Omnet is in the house. If ever you guys have questions about compliance, Julie Omnet is the girl to go to, because every time I'm out of compliance, I get a message. Anick, and I'm like, darn. Yeah, oh, man, shit. So, okay, cool. So I love that you guys are here, and I love that Spreecast because we can chat away. So if you guys have questions, feel free. I'm actually recording this screen. I will share this recording, probably post it on YouTube, because Spreecast wants me to pay for this stuff, and it's like pretty expensive. And well, Heather. Okay, so let's do some quick February news. February. Huge month. It is Enhanced Kit Month. So what happens is you get all the samples for the spring and summer and the catalog. So you get a regular kit, the regular kit with all the goodies. So you usually get a pack of catalogs and all the testers for that period. Well, now you're going to be getting all the winter and fall testers as well, and a stack of catalogs for fall and winter. So you're getting double whammy. And for the same price. So a lot of people are recruiting this month here. It's also 10% off month. So everything is 10% off except, I just want to look for a catalog. If you notice in your catalog, there's little stars on things. And if it has a star, it means it is not qualified for a combine and save or 10% off. In the Scentsy world, we say we can't double dip, okay? So you will see Matthew. Matthew is in the house. He's in Quebec. He has no idea what kind of market he's in. Well, he actually knows, but I need to light a match under your bum because there's like 12 consultants in Quebec. Like 12. Okay, so you'll notice, okay, for the 10% off, just to let you guys know, this is the combine and save. This is the combine and save. These two, you cannot combine and save because if you look next to it, there's a little star. You can get 10% off this package and everything else. You cannot do 10% on any franchise. And when I say franchise, that means the MLB football warmers. Well, Canadians, we don't have football warmers, but any franchise warmers because we don't own the rights to those warmers, so we don't make as much money. So it's really hard to make money off those. Also, the Mosey Oak is also a franchise. So the same, thank you, Julie. So the same thing is when what you cannot combine and save. So all those newbies, when you combine and save, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you go to this side of the catalog and go to page 32. This is your combine and save package. You cannot combine and save any of the franchise or anything we can't do 10% off. But this is what I do. Hey, Renee Roy. This is what I do. Let's say someone orders one, because this happens. They order one nightlight and one bar. I will switch her nightlight. I'll get her to do the Mosey Oak, and then in the combine and save, I'll do what this girl ordered. So this way that I don't say, oh, you can't combine and save, blah, 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 blah. I just figure it out, make everyone happy because it's still the same price. That's what I do. But at this time, if you do that and you try to search who ordered Mosey Oak because it's going to be leaving or something like that, then your report's not going to be accurate. It's really, really, really good to get all the information on an order form into your workstation, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. Reunion. I posted on our wall, and guys, everyone else, reunion is only 6 months away. And if you do not know what reunion is, it is a super awesome, fun time with all your Scentsy sisters, and we usually get a private concert, and it's in Nashville. It's going to be so much fun. And when we went last year, which was so much fun, when we came home, they sent us a package, like a huge package. We got a diffuser. We got a bunch of stuff. Like, it was amazing. So the ticket is $250. So anybody can go. Anybody can go. You can buy your own ticket, which is usually, it might change. It was $250, and then you pay for your flight and your hotel. So hold up, we'll make an event in our group, and we can start organizing that so that we could keep in touch with the flights are cheap, bye, or I got a really good deal on a hotel, and then we could all stay in the same hotel. That would be really cool. Okay, Julie said last year was $375. I don't remember it being that much, but I got it for free. Because when you're a director and you get your numbers for 3 months in a row, you get free registration. Also, I want to talk about the warmer of the month for March. How freaking cute is that? I am so excited. Did you guys see how people are going to do okay, everybody, order your warmers. And so everybody orders their warmers, and then when it's all you guys all meet up and then have a coloring party, and then you offer them drinks and chips and stuff, and it's super exciting. But guys, I know it's so exciting. But keep in mind, you don't really want to share everything in public right now, because you could only order those things in the month of March, and it could really ruin your February sales. So try to private message everyone. It's your business, it's totally up to you, but they might not buy the 10% off stuff, which right now everything's 10% off. It's kind of a cool, awesome month to get lots of sales. So let's take advantage of what's happening right now. Well, that's good. Thank you. I hate watching people and they're like this. So the warmer of the month is so cool, right? It's so cool. I know. I love it. I'm so ADHD that I will fall asleep. Okay, so I'll let you guys know I'm a really bad girl, and I got a speeding ticket. Another one. And this is my third speeding ticket in about 3 months or 4 months. I know. This one really hurt because I'm going to get an interview. Why should you keep your license, you bad girl? And this one made me feel like shit, and I was crying, and I was I'm so embarrassed. But I was only going 20 over. Give me a break. What is the point of this conversation, Anick? Okay, so now I'm granny driver. I am driving everywhere 10 over. I can't go to speeding limit. I'm sorry, but I'm going 10 over, cruise control, 10 over I'm going. And I'm almost falling asleep because I'm so freaking bored. And it takes so much longer. At least when I'm speeding, I am making sure that I'm looking around to make sure that I'm, not going to run anyone over. So anyway, I am digressing. And, okay. I had a challenge in my group. Okay, sorry, accept anything with a star. Yes, Tammy. So you will see in your combine and save. Look, there's a little star there. Whoops. Fuck, it's awkward. Okay, look, there's a star here. But there's no star here. So when we get rewards and half price off, when we do an order, we can't use these two with the stars, but we can use this. So you can do 50% off and credits on this one and this page because they don't have stars. Yes, Genevieve, like a little star, just like that. So you'll notice even they have a little star. An asterisk. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. In my group, I did a little challenge. It was a points challenge, and I'm going to announce the winner of this amazing agenda. Super cool, full of information. I did write it because I was going to keep it, but it just doesn't work for me. I need to see my whole week. This is really good, especially if you want to start journaling, which I really tell you guys you should really journal and focus on all the good stuff that's happening in our lives. There's enough crap and negativity that's happening that you should really start writing down. Because when we're around and people are just being negative, we kind of just jump into the conversation because we agree with what they're saying. And it's type of this connection. Humans just love to connect with people. So you want to connect with them. So like, yeah, I know. Like the weather is so shit, but the weather is so great. Okay, that girl is such a bitch, eh? Yeah, that girl is such a bitch. So you're going to, be negative. But the law of attraction, you're going to, as soon as you said that, we're attracting more negativity. And I'm still negative sometimes. And sometimes I'm like interested in some of the drama. And I'm like, just because, well, like we watch TV and like the most popular shows is full of drama. So of course, but we really need to talk about the sunshines. We really need to be positive. So this is a really good journal, because like every day you can write what you did good and what you want to improve. Don't talk about any of the crap. If you guys are not journaling, you guys should start journaling. Okay. The winner of my agenda is Mel Chenier's recruit, Leanne Fairburn-Levike. This was like $100 online. I would, I'll tell you a journal that I really like. Get a journal. I have you go to the Michaels. I'll show you. I'm obsessed with journals, and I've bought 50 of them, and I always give them as gifts. I buy these at Michael's. They're $1.50. This one has Dream on it. Dream big. $1.50. $1.50. So go buy one of these, okay? And then this is the agenda that I'm obsessed with. And I've tried many, many of them, and none compare to this guy. So this is what I like. So it looks like this, and I buy it at Staples, and it's like $35. But what I like about it, so you have the whole month, and there's notes. You could write notes here. I like that. And then this is my whole week. And then this is everything I need to do that week. And then I check it off. Did I do it? So, and then I color coordinated things. Blue is business. Yellow is me time. And orange is other people. Yeah, I really like the weekly thing. Isn't it fun? It's so fun. I look at it and I'm like, yeah, it's so fun. So this is the one I really like. At a Glance 2016. Staples. Super awesome. Keep your receipt because this is a tax rebate, okay? Expense. And then in the end, you got lots of place to write your notes. So right now I have this sticker and it has all of my months and I'm going to write down. So here I wrote what my PRV was and what was my team's PRV and my group's PRV, just to see where I can compare to this year, to last year, and things like that. And then in the back, it's my yacht that one day we will all hang out on. It's a little submarine. Ugh. But there's an envelope and I put stuff in there and I got these cute little, just to make it more fun. Staples. Okay. So is Leanne? Leanne, you're here. Congratulations, Leanne. She got like 6,000 points this month. So that was PRV, recruits, and promotions. So congratulations, Leanne. I will drop it off to you or mail it to you or give it to Leanne, Melchenier, whatever is easier. Okay. So I talked about that. Okay. I want to talk about the rock stars on our team. And I know we have a lot of people that aren't on our team. But these people did 500 PRV in 1 month. And if you want to be a leader in Scentsy, you need to do minimum 500 PRV. But you better not stop there because your team follows the leader follows the leader. So if your team is not doing the greatest, well, it's probably because you don't participate, you don't do these things, and your sales aren't the greatest, your recruiting's not the greatest, and as long as you try, because they don't know what your sales are, they don't know really how big your team is. But if you're not really active, wow, what was that noise? Someone's calling me. Stop calling me. Who's calling me? Lori, I'm doing a hangout. That was really... Lori, I'm doing a hangout. Well, it's Spreecast. Okay, so who uses Facebook calling? It's kind of cool, actually. Okay, when you're a leader, so just got to be active and participate to the meetings and come to the training and chit-chat here. Yeah, awesome. I love it. Everyone's saying congratulations. This is so cool. I love this thing. So these are the people in our family who did over 500 PRV, which is huge. These first, 10 bypass 500. Cindy Perot, Cami Tsibai, Crystal Roy, Alicia Vicente, Tanya Lefebvre, Lee Hunchuk, Lynn Fex, Jill Morin, Maxine Bonnie, Sarah Oxford, Jessica Leader, Ida Duret, Melanie Chenier, Kristen Brunette, Teresa Bailey, Amanda Johnson, Tammy Smith, Denise Higgins, Sarah Evans, Julie Perot, Chantal McLean, Laurel Bounds, Stephanie Bouchard, Cassandra Davey, Luke Demore, Carrie Prures, Kathy Bruno, Renee Roy, Robin Tretier, Amanda Rawlings, Jody DeBien, Lori Laporte, Caitlin Maloli, Sherry Lorange, Crystal Riche, Alia Benton, Emily Matu, Cheryl Chatran, Kelly Carmichael, Julie Gionnet, Shayla Rogers, Kim Brennan, Darlene Selig, Cassie Burns, Catherine Richard, Carrie Myra, Tina Poitra, Lisa Lafantezi, and Kimberly Martin Mantra. You guys rocked it. You guys killed it. So congratulations. You guys are awesome, okay? Just keep it up. So I just wanted to... Every time I say your name, you guys sometimes message me and tell me how awesome it was when I said your name. So I like to make you guys feel good about things. Okay, so now, I'm on schedule. This is good. Now I want to share with you guys, I'm going to share you guys a file that I created. I copied Jocelyn's and then just made it pretty and then added stuff. So I just shared a link. It's a Google Drive. Click on that. I also shared it in our Team Scentastic Facebook. And it's a new recruit checklist. So it's kind of good for us when we're a leader. Sometimes we don't really know where to start with a new recruit. And sometimes even myself, because sometimes things just become second nature that I just expect people to know. But it's not. So it's really good for us to refresh this. So click on that and let's look at that file together. Okay. And we could change this file. It's actually a doc file, so you could change it as much as you want. Looks blank. Shouldn't be blank. It's probably going to just pop up. Probably takes a little while for it to pop up. Shouldn't be blank, guys. Is it blank? No. Okay, I see it. Got it. Okay, cool. So let me just file. Okay. I just want to be able to see you guys. Oh, I printed it. Duh. 1 second. Do we view the profile? I don't understand your question. My screen froze and I can't seem to see any comments. Sometimes you could just click out and come back and things will refresh. I see it too. No, it's not cut off. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. I have a small box. You should be able to just click on the link. Can you guys hear me? Just refresh. Tammy, refresh your link. Tammy, are you... You're in our... Thanks, Matthew. Okay. So it looks like this. So, consultant name, join date, shooting star date, and 70th day date. Tammy, are you in our Team Scentastic page? I don't know. Usually it's a user problem. Sorry. But it's always a user problem. Okay, so go in our files. Go in our files, it's there. I just posted it today. I don't know, guys. Yeah, it might be your browser. Can I post a picture here? And I can't show you guys my screen. Nope. Okay. I can't post a picture or anything. This is not like a Hangout. There's pros and cons of this thing. I'm on my phone. Okay. It's okay. I'll just show you guys here. So it's just a checklist that I created. And it says shooting star date, 70th date. So it's really good for you and your recruit to know when they're... Sorry, this is so hard. When your first 15 days are. Scheduling your launch party, how important that is. Letting them know what Ascent Academy is. Consultant Startup Guide. I tell my people, if they ask me questions and I ask them, did you read the consultant guide? And they're like, no. I'm like, I'm going to hang up the phone, and until you read it, I'm not talking to you. Like, you don't have the time to read this. Okay? All our questions are in this Bible. This is your Bible. Everything is in here. So when you read this, you learn a lot of what this is. But it's just really good for you to know when they're 15 days up and when they're 70 days up, so that you can keep up with them and remind them what is going on. Okay. So Consultant Startup Guide. Okay. Online Steps to Success and Scentastic Family. So we have training every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. and everyone is welcome. Label everything. Everything should have your name. Decorate orders. Don't just put things in a bag. Write a thank you card and put a bow on it. People really appreciate that. Recruiting package. We can talk about that later. Gift certificates, how they work. You can put expiry date. Well, I don't know. Maybe Julie can talk about gift certificate. Gift certificate, it would be from you yourself. So you would have to keep track of the gift certificates. So they would redeem through you. It would only work through you, I believe. Oh, sorry. This is so weird. Okay. Car caddy. Everyone should have a mobile office. Do you know how many times I've had people ask me for a catalog or light bulbs because they see the logo on my car? Bag parties. Your recruits should know about bag parties. And if you don't know about bag parties, I will share with you my video on YouTube and it tells you all about it. Oh my God. Home party presentation, what it looks like, fundraisers, how they work, events, Facebook group rules. My Facebook group rules are only positivity allowed, no negativity. If you post something negative, I will delete your comment. There's enough negativity in the world. So setting up your pay portals, very important. The 50-10 monthly rule, my personal brochure, branding. Yeah, so if you guys got the old one, I ordered the new one. I think it cost me $8. So it has all the new rules. So when I have a new recruit, I read this information, not the old one. Okay. Then it talks about the 50-10 rule, how we should be doing 50 samples, giving out 50 samples and 10 recruiting packages a month. If you do that, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, your business will boom. Your personal brochure, so you can make a little card or a brochure about your information and put in every single order so that people know who they're buying from. And you want to create this relationship with your customers so that they keep coming to you. Branding yourself. Do you have a logo on your car? You should. Do you have a t-shirt, a sweater, a hoodie, or anything? You should. Good investment in yourself. Have you ever built a vision board? You should. What's your vision? What's your goal? These are things that we'd like to know about our recruit. Are they just a kidnapper? And then we know that we need to work a little extra hard on them so that they're not kidnappers. Maybe they want to start making $1,000 a month. Then we're going to tell them, well, this is what you need to do. You'll get here. If you keep doing this, this is when you'll get there. It'll take some time, but if you keep it up, this is what will happen. Change your pic on your PWS, your personal website, and write your story. Super important. Some people are going online and just searching people and they want to see a face. They want to know, yeah, Kathy was a kidnapper. So change your pic and your story. Do you have your story on your website? You should. You should. Signature of your email. Juliana has changed her signature on her text message, and every time she sends me a text, it has her website on it. Do you know how many times she texts people? Do you know how many emails we send people? We should be telling people we're Scentsy consultants. When people ask you, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a receptionist for a mining company. Don't just end, I'm a nurse, I'm a teacher. No, now you're going to say, I'm a teacher and a Scentsy consultant. Oh, what's Scentsy? You just got yourself a buyer, everyone. So always label yourself. You could be more than one thing. You could be whatever you want. I am a motivational speaker and I'm a Scentsy sister. And then what's a Scentsy sister? Well, it's the best shit ever. That's what it is. Training on the workstation. They need to know that if on the top of our workstation, there's a thing that says, love it. Julie just says she gets so many PWS orders because of her email and text signature. So totally makes sense because the more you put it out there, the more it's going to come back. And sometimes people like, oh, I need some Scentsy. And they're like, oh yeah, Julie, her signature, she has her website. It needs to be easy. People need to be able to buy from you. It needs to be easy. We need to simplify everything for them. We almost need to pretend like they're 3-year-olds and they're completely like stupid and we need to, no, that's a bad word. We won't use that word. But we need to simplify things. It needs to be easy. We need to be in their face all the time. I used to sell advertising, paper advertising. And they used to make, there is a market. And there's a market of everything. There's bicycles, TVs, paper, pens. There's a market for everything, okay? And there's a circle. And you're in the market for a small fraction of a time. And at any time, the market can change because you may lose your job. You may get pregnant. You may go through a divorce. So you might not want that bicycle anymore. You might not want to buy that computer anymore. So the thing with advertising, it's like in your face, in your face, in your face, 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 all the time, all the time. And then when you're in the market for it, hook. Anick, I don't want to bug anybody. I am the biggest bugger ever. My business is like booming because it's my business. I'm now doing this full time. If I don't do well at Scentsy, I will not have any money to pay my rent. So I need to pay my rent and I need food on my table. So I don't mind bugging people. If people see it as bugging, they're probably just having a bad day. And that's their problem. We got another thousands and thousands of friends on our Facebook that they'll see it as like awesome and inspiring and want to support you. And there's ways of sending out a message like, oh my God, look at this cute little buddy. He's $36. You know, there's different ways of just saying, buy from me, buy from me. We need to be creative. Can't hear it everywhere. Okay. YouTube. YouTube is a huge tool. Are you subscribed to my channel? Because I got amazing, awesome videos, which I've totally been slacking, which I'm going to get back into. But Katie Farner and Edie and a bunch of girls have tons of awesome YouTube videos. And learn from them. There's so much out there. If you have 10 minutes, watch a YouTube video. Sensational Start Level 1, 2, and 3. Do people know about that? They need to know because you can get some free Scentsy credits. And everybody loves to get free stuff. The importance of having an accountability partner. I like that that's here, but I don't think I have one. It's probably Jocelyn because she always keeps me in straight line. But, you should find an accountability partner and people will just check up on you and make sure that everything's okay. Referral system. Do you have a referral system? You should get one. There's lots of YouTube videos. I had to hang out on a referral system. If someone wants to go find it. Can you elaborate on what? Yes, we're allowed to use Kijiji. Right, Julie? But we're not allowed to talk about stock. Julie will answer that question. Okay, well, Jamie, go to your consultant guide. And don't go online because there's all different information. And you're going to go find your consultant guide and go on page 6. Sensational Start Level 1. You have within 70 days, if you get 1,200 PRV, you will get $60 in credit, a pin, and a certificate. Within 70 days, if you get 2,500 PRV, or 1,200 PRV and 3 recruits at 150 PRV, you get $150 credit. If you sell 5,000 PRV or 2,500 PRV within 70 days of your first 70 days, or 2,500 PRV and 6 personal of 150 PRV, you'll get 250 product credit. And if you get number 2, you don't get this credit and this credit. You either just get one. So Julie uses Kijiji to team build. But you're just not allowed to talk about stock and things like that. So anything that you're allowed to do on Facebook, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to do on Kijiji. So that should be fine. And if you're not allowed, you'll just be told. And you'll get a slap on the hand. But you should be okay. Just don't talk about stock. And you should be okay. Not a problem. Good night, Heather. Okay. Now, why social media? Like, are you utilizing social media? There's Pinterest, there's Twitter, there's Instagram. There's a lot of things that we can do. Finding out what your why is and what is their goal. So as a new recruit, it would be fun for us to know their goal so that we can help them with their goal. Create thank you cards so that they can give to their customers. Good night, Lynn. Making samples. People love free stuff. Tracking orders. We don't really how to track orders. It would be good to teach them how to track an order. So have a look at this. Eventually, maybe if you open up a different browser, you'll be able to open the checklist. But this is a really cool checklist that I think everybody should have. And it's even good for me because sometimes now, if I call someone, I have a checklist to go through. Okay. With Scentsy, you can win lots of awards. So every time your recruit gets shooting star as a leader, you get a purple charm. If you get $2,000, 2,000 PRV in 1 month, you get a charm. If you're top sales in a month, you get a charm. If you're top recruiter, you get a charm. And, well, I got a bunch of charms and I put it on a necklace. So it's really cool, and you get these really cool certificates. So that's really fun. Credits. When your recruit gets shooting star, you get $30 in credit, right? Confirm that, someone with me? $30 in credit? Yes. Okay, thank you. When your downline hits shooting star, so your first line recruit. So first line recruit means the people that joined you. Second line means the people who joined them. When your first line joins and gets shooting star, you get $30 credit. So in your credit, if you go into accounts of your workstation, you'll see credits. When you're going to pay for your Scentsy, if you click on credit card, you'll have the option to go credit card, pay portal, or credits. And that's where you can use your credits. You can use your credits in the Scentsy family store as well. Ascent Academy, guys, we are not taking advantage of Ascent Academy. In your workstation, click on challenges, and it will give you tips and ideas of how to build your business. And if you do well in Ascent Academy and you get what's the word I'm looking for? Complete the academy, you can get a free ticket to World Tour, not World Tour. You can get a free ticket to Reunion. Yeah, so Kathy's on Core Climb. So where are you guys in Ascent Academy? Go check that out. And I know Scentsy they actually notice who's clicking on Ascent Academy and who isn't. And never opt out of an Ascent Academy email, or you'll never be able to opt back in, okay? Because they'll email you. When I get an email, your recruit is past the 15 days. It's kind of like, ding, Anick, message them, check out how they're doing. So that's kind of how I use my notifications of the emails, is when I get an email from your recruit is on day 50 of base camp. I don't really remember how the email goes. I'm like, oh yeah, I should send them a message. And then I send them a message. Thank you, Kathy. And make sure if you've done them, say did it. And it will help you track all of that, what you're doing. So that is really cool. A lot of people have asked me about incentive period. Incentive period, one we just ended. So the big one is from August 1st to January 31st. And it's by points. It's by recruits, promotion, and sales. PRV, okay? So that's the big one. And it changes every year. So we just ended this one. The next one will start May 1st. May, June, July. And that's for leadership. You know how I was just on a cruise in Florida to Cozumel? That's leadership. And then it's kind of like a conference, but we're learning, but we're also on a trip at the same time. Okay? So, now I got some tips for the leaders. Oh, you guys didn't know about Ascent Academy? I'm really happy you guys learned something. I really need some water. 1 second, please. Yay, I'm happy you guys are checking out your Ascent Academy. This is really cool. Okay. For the leaders, in the Scentsy world, you can make money not having a team, but if you really want to make some real money, you need to build your team. And like I said, they follow the leader. So you have to fake it until you make it. And a lot of you girls don't believe in yourself and don't believe that you could be amazing and that you could be awesome and that you could beat me and you could beat the top people. And like some of you guys look at someone who's doing super awesome and then you guys do this like, oh, I'm never going to do that. Where I think that's where my competitive nature comes in, where I see someone who did something, I now like, what? This is possible? You can recruit like 70 people in 1 year? I'm on, bitch. I'm going to try to beat you. And then they're like, ha, beat me. I'm like, I am. You know? So when someone's doing something, you could do it too. So a lot of people are like, Anick, you know, my recruiting's going slow and my PRV is going slow and things are just going slow. And I was like, well, you don't believe in yourself. You are all super amazing, super wonderful, extremely unique. There's only one of you in 9 billion people. And in your body, you have billions of molecules working for you every second of the day. You are so important to these molecules and these whatever's going on in your body, okay? So you are super important. And you did not come onto this planet to be this little person and do little things. Which, if you want to do little things, that is totally cool. But I just want you guys to realize what you're worth. I'm getting a little emotional. Because you know what? I figured out that that's my why. And for a really long time, I didn't know what my why was. Because I thought it was just so big. And there's a book I'm reading that I really recommend you guys reading. It's called Well, I'm unorganized today. It's called Living Intentionally. Oh, it's in my bedroom. Okay, well, if you guys want to know, I'll go get it. But it's Living Intentionally by John C. Maxwell. And he talks about how your why... I'm going to go get it. Okay, good. Okay, this is the book. It's so good. So a lot of us are just zombies, and we wake up and we just do the same thing every day. We don't live intentionally. You know, we don't wake up and like, today I'm going to do this, and today my focus is this. We never do that. So imagine if we live intentionally. Imagine if we actually know exactly what we're going to be focusing on. We don't do that, and we need to start doing that, okay? So in this book, he talks about your why. And I didn't think it was that big of a deal, okay? But it is a big deal, okay? Because if all the successful people and all the multi-million-dollar people tell us that we should know our why, you know, I am a copycat. I like to be with people who are successful. I like to copy people who are successful. I wanted to be happy when I was a teenager. I started copying people who are happy, and then I became that. So fake it until you make it. So that's what I did. So I will take suggestions from people who are authors of books, you know? Yes, thank you, Lisa. John C. Maxwell. Intentional living. Everyone has a why. I believe everyone has a why and has the ability to find it. Do you believe that too? If not, are you willing to accept the idea? If you haven't already found yours, I believe you can. Why am I convinced of that? Every person was created to do his or her part to better mankind. That includes you. Every person has talent that will help him or her better mankind. That includes you. Every person is given an opportunity to better mankind. That includes you. Every person has the purpose for which he or she has created. That includes you. Every person must look within to discover his or her purpose. That includes you. Some people seem to be born having a sense of their why. I believe Dolly Parton is one of those people. Margaret has been a longtime fan of hers, that's his wife. And not long ago, she handed me an article from a Guided Post magazine from Dolly. From the time she was a child, she knew she was meant to do. In the article, Dolly said, I'd put a tin can on a stick for a microphone, jab one end into a crack in the porch and out a cabin and sing a song I made up. All at once, those weren't our chickens listening to me. Out in the yard, they were my audience, full of people clapping and cheering. And that wasn't a hand-me-down shift I was wearing. It was a silk dress, a glitter with rhinestone. Mama, were all musical. Mama's people were all musical. Sing one of your songs, she'd say, and I'd sing. My Uncle Louis saw how serious I was about music, so he gave me a guitar, a baby Martin. Oh, love that guitar. I played it all the time. She visualized her goal. You know, us, when we don't believe in ourselves, we're like, oh, it's never going to happen. So we're not believing in it. We're not visualizing it. We're visualizing it not happen. We need to start visualizing it happening. So he says there's 3 clues on finding out what your why is. And I didn't know my why until I read this. Question 1. What do you cry about? The first question I ask you to look inside yourself and think about what breaks your heart. What disturbs you? What inflicts emotional pain? What causes you so much discomfort that you are motivated to take action and do something to bring healing to that situation? When I heard this question at 18, I didn't have a clear answer. Today I do. My heart breaks when I see people falling short of who they could be. People have so much potential, and many fall short and live broken and unfulfilled lives. It brings tears to my eyes because I have gifts and talents in the areas of communication and leadership. I feel a great sense of responsibility to try to help people in this area, to inspire and lead them to change and grow their potential. I feel the weight of it on my shoulders every day. What does carrying that weight mean to me? First, it means I am always conscious of my calling to help others find significance in their lives. When I see people, I see their greatest potential. I see them as potential 10s. My overwhelming desire is that they see it too. I want them to shake off the mental, emotional shackles that bind them and run the race of life with excellence and exuberance. And anytime I can help someone do that, it raises my spirits and makes me think I was born for this. Then he writes, I don't want to read it all. Maybe we could get together and I could just read you guys my books. When trying to figure out what makes you cry, you can look at your personal history. You could think back to your childhood. You could tap into social justice issues that get you angry. You could think about the last thing you got highly emotional about, or the thing that you always get emotional about. Any of these things can be a clue to what makes you tick, and they will help you identify your why. You know when sometimes people will say something, or your husband will say something, or your sibling will say something, and it just triggers something and you start crying? Well, start figuring out what is that trigger. What are they saying? Scentsy Book Club. Totally. Okay, so my why is that for a long period of my time, I didn't feel worth. I didn't feel worth. And I think about it and it instantly makes me cry. I didn't think I was anything special, but I knew I was someone special, but I just thought everyone really hated me. When I was a teenager, it was a very dark period of my life, and I didn't think I was anything special. But something inside of me told me I was special, and it made me angry that I just felt no worth. So, what do you sing about? Okay? So the second clue is, what do you sing about? What puts a bounce in your step? The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. And I was talking to one of my friends, and she may be watching us right now. And she was talking to me about how life is and how difficult it is going on right now. And then I started making her realize that her life is actually fine, is that she's not happy with herself. And the moment that you start being happy with yourself and the moment that you start loving yourself is the moment that everything will shine into your life. And everything will just attract to you. But if you're closed up and you're not allowing the love, and this person, people will tell her, like, I'll help you, I'll do this for you, but no, I can do it, no, I can do it, no, I can do it. And I told her, I said, and she's like, I don't want to take those because I can't give back. I can't help them as much as they're helping me. And I said, you know what? Sometimes you give people, sometimes people give you apples. And sometimes you don't have apples to give them. So you give them oranges. And you give them what you can. That's what we're supposed to do. And that's why we're here. And when I was telling her this, and she's like, oh my God, Anick, like, thank you so much. Like, you're supposed to come here and help me with Scentsy, but you help me, you're so good at this. And that's what makes me sing. That's what makes me bounce. I still need recognition. And me knowing that I still need recognition still tells me that I still have a lot of healing to do, which is totally fine. We're all on this journey, and we're all on this journey together, and we're this big happy family, and I think it's beautiful, and we're here to support each other. And I teach you guys a lot about the law of attraction because I really want you guys to start falling in love with who you are and believe in who you are, because success is just around the corner. We're not supposed to be successful and then be happy. We're supposed to be happy and success will just come. Because if we're going to go and look for success first, it's going to be an empty road, and we might be there by ourselves. Okay, so the question 3 is, what do you dream about? And I dream about my healing center where we all live together, where I'm not going to get another motherfucking speeding fucking ticket, okay? Because I won't need to drive, because I'll have a friend to drive me, and I won't be in a rush, and then I'll be productive because they'll drive me, and I can be on my phone, and I can be working. So we need to live intentionally. Thank you, Amanda, okay? Let's live intentionally and start thinking about your why. What's your why? And go get this book. And if you guys want to do a book club, I would love to do a book club and we could read to each other. Okay, so that went a little bit longer than I thought. So we need to create, thank you guys. We need to create habits, okay? So being positive, being happy is a habit. It's a choice. So we need to change that negativity into a positivity, okay? So as a leader, think about what kind of leader you want to be. Oh no, what just happened? Okay. Think about what kind of leader you want to be. Maybe brainstorm. So you're going to get a piece of paper and you're going to write leader. And you're going to do this. And you're going to start writing down what kind of leader you want to be. And this is what's going to help you become that leader, because you are now living intentionally and you now know what kind of leader you want. There's so many leaders around you. There's me, there's Julie, there's Jocelyn, there's so many leaders. What kind of leader? There's all these things that you like from me, things you might not like so much, and things you like from Jocelyn. So this is a chance for us to live intentionally and think about, what kind of leader do we want to be? We are all going to die, okay? I know it sounds really morbid, but that obituary they write about us, what do you want them to write about you? You know, they're not going to write that Anick had $5.6 million in her bank account. They won't talk about any of the money. They won't talk about any of the stuff I had. They will talk about how I made people feel and how much I've made a difference in the world. And that's why I am who I am, because I felt emptiness and I don't like to feel that emptiness. And I want as many people as possible to feel the light that exists. And it exists in all of us because we're all made of the same stuff. So we need to be intentional and start brainstorming. It's really good for the brain. Your orbit will be sensational. Oh, hi, Chris. People are saying hi. That's true, Crystal. I got stuck in Crystal's driveway. That was a fun experience. Okay. When you're a leader, the best thing for you guys to create is oh no. I'm probably... Okay. Can you guys see me now? Okay. Create an environment that your family cannot leave. You have to make it so supportive and so loving, drama-free, because women, oh my God, there's enough drama in the world. We don't need more, okay? So you need to create an environment that people don't want to leave. You want to become friends. You want to become their number one fan. So that's how you will be the best leader. Because someone told me once, he was an old boss of mine, and he's like, Anick, you want to make a difference in the world, don't you? I'm like, yeah, I do. He's like, well, you want to be a leader, right? Because to make a difference, you got to lead people, right? You got to create a community. You have to have people following you, right? That makes sense. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. He's like, Anick, you wouldn't even follow yourself. So why would anyone follow you? And every time he said that, I would start crying. And he hit a nerve. He was right. I didn't love myself. I didn't think I was worthy of being a leader. I dreamt about it. I wanted to be it. But, there's something inside of me that, like, Anick, if yourself was telling you, hey, let's go do this, you'd be like, go fuck yourself. I'm going to go do my own thing. So, we need to follow ourselves. We need to be our own biggest fan. Anick, how do I do that? You got to start self-talking yourself with love. You got to start journaling. You got to start copycatting people you want to be like. You got to start believing that there are other ways of living life. You got to start believing that you will be happy for realsies every day instead of just faking it sometimes. You got to believe that you have something to give to people. Because you do. People are like, oh my God, you have so much energy. I can't do what you do. Yeah, but you could follow up. You could call people. You could be organized. There's a lot of things I'm not good at. Oh my God, Lynn just got her first recruit. That's awesome. Okay. Another thing for leaders, always vent up, not down. Never vent to your downline. Always vent to people on top of you. Because business, man, it's business. And business does this, okay? And it's okay, we get frustrated sometimes. But your downline and Facebook doesn't need to hear about it. You are running a business. Never post anything negative or frustrating on Facebook. Okay, I don't think I have done it in like the last 5 years. Maybe I'm talking about I'm frustrated about zoos or something like that. But nothing about myself, Like, oh my God, I was stuck in traffic and blah, 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 blah. I don't fucking want to hear that shit, And you just sent on that negative vibration to me. Yuck. You want to be a positive vibration because you want to attract vibration. What you put out there, you get back. I love it. Lynn, you're amazing. Did I get an email? Not yet. Okay. Always vent up, not down. In the Scentsy world, when things start selling out, don't complain. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Jump onto that energy. Anytime something sells out, you post that on Facebook because it creates an urgency. So when you post something cool, people will maybe think it might sell out. I might want to buy this, okay? So when things sell out, don't complain. It's awesome. Jump on that like, oh my God, this sold out. Anytime something sells out, post it on your Facebook. You guys missed your chance. It's sold out. Because then people think like you're informing them and letting them know it's sold out. And you told them it was going to possibly sell out. Focus on the good. I've talked about this, but if you have people on your team, they're doing nothing, they don't participate, they don't do the training, they don't do what you tell them, they haven't read their consultant guide, they're wasting your time, okay? So if people are going to fall out of your family, they fall out of your family. Move on. Don't focus on them. Who's doing awesome? Who needs recognition? Recognition is huge. Every time I do my top 10 and 20, my first line, my front line, I will message them on their wall and congratulate them on their wall so that their friends and family can see how amazing they're doing, so that they can feel so much better about themselves, because they should. Because if you're in my top 10 or 20, that's a huge accomplishment. And if you're in any top 10 or 20, it's a huge accomplishment. And if your team is on there, you go right on their wall how amazing they're doing, because they deserve to get that type of recognition. So many people, oh, got the email. No, an order was shipped. So many people from my team got recruits because they saw how well they were doing in their business, in their Scentsy business. So, recognition, okay? Recognition is huge. 50-10 rule. 50 samples a month and 10 join packets. If you can do 50 samples a month and 10 join packets, like give them away, like literally you could be lined up at the TD and be like, okay, I'm doing this business and I am challenged to give away 50 samples and 10 join packets. So I'm just going to give you this and this. And if you're interested, like, give me a call. And people are like, think that was funny. Like, do you think they're going to punch you in the face? No. They're not going to do anything. They're just going to take it. They might read it. They might put it in the garbage. But you know what? You might give it to someone who actually needs it, who's been looking for a Scentsy consultant, who ends up being a rock star, who is exactly what you needed. So, 50-10 rule. Love it. Do you have a prospect book? Everybody you've ever talked about recruiting? Do you write them in a book? I have them in my phone. And now it's the month of February. Every second month, I message them again. Hey, I'm never going to give up on you. You need to join our Scentsy family. This is what's going on this month. Like everyone I ever talked about joining, I add them to this list. It's a new year. It's a new start. Okay? So, now this is what I've done. I really want to create an email campaign, a really good email campaign. So every time I have orders, I get all their information now. Okay? I get all their information. I get their email address every time. I go, can you please make sure you write their email address, because Scentsy is going to send you a tracking number, an email, as soon as your order is shipped. So then you'll know that your host will be getting in touch with you ASAP. That's a really good way. Every order I've gotten in the new year, I got their email address. Scentsy sends them one email each month, which you can go actually edit and change it and personalize it if you want even more. No, samples. I just make samples in the little sample molds, which I have some right here. You can buy them in the Scentsy Family Store for $15. You get 2 of them. Or you can go to the Buck Store. I would tell you to stay away from the plastic ones. Try to get that rubber. It's easier to pop them out. But again, what I'm doing with this information, I'm actually putting them all in my workstation and making an Excel master list so that I joined MailChimp. MailChimp is free, and it's a way to send really nice emails and attach videos, and it's super easy to do. MailChimp, www.mailchimp.com. Check that out. It's super easy to use, and then you could let them know about specials and things that are happening, or you're placing an order. Don't bombard them too much, and they'll just unsubscribe from your email. But this is a new year, so I want to create a really nice follow-up system with my customers. And I want them to hear from me because I want to build a relationship with my customers because I don't want them to cheat on me. Okay, when you have you're packaging up an order. You're going to take the bag, you're going to put a little ribbon, make it all pretty, put a pretty name tag or something, put some samples in it, a thank you card. Well, why don't you just print out a one-pager of products? Every time they order something, put a one-pager of products. And a one-pager of the VIP system or the laundry detergent would be a really good idea, because laundry, people do laundry every single week. So it would be really good to get people hooked on our laundry. Yes, you can mass email through MailChimp. Yes, you can mass email everyone through your workstation as well. You just click like all and then send them all an email. It's just not a pretty email. Go on your Facebook. Here's another tip. Go on your Facebook and ask people who wants samples. And people are going to be like, me, and create a sample mailing. It's going to cost you money. It's going to take time. But that's really building a relationship with them. And then they'll feel like they obligated to order from you. And they probably will. You know, you could send them the scent of the month each month if you are signed up to the scent and warmer of the month, which I think you should. So, oh my God. It's 8:36 already? So, those are pretty much all my tips. And the last one I have is sorry, I have an online party starting right now. Do you guys have any questions? Oh, it's recognition. It's really good recognition is huge. Like, people love hearing their name. People love hearing about how awesome they are and how well they're doing, and put it on their page. So definitely do that. Recognition is huge. Does anybody have any questions?